Hello, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, if you'd like to subscribe, there is a button below and also a notification bell. It helps to alert you to up and coming videos. Thank you for your beautiful like, share, subscribes. Let's get the message out today for the collective. Probably feeling those energies moving around now after the eclipse. Felt like or feels like a big night out, but you're gaining the energy to move forward, okay? So let's get this out for you. Remember to reverse roles, gender's strength. There we go. That was the energy. You could be building your strength. You could be ready to step up, step out. It can be the spotlight is on you. Now that can be in a healthy way. You can start to focus on your strengths, on you, gaining strength, getting your strength back, your energy. But it could be also you out in the spotlight or ready to shine. Let's have a little look. Ooh, that fell out in reverse. So we've definitely, and you know, spiritual journey, there is a cup missing. I know these cards are a little difficult to see the shine, but it is about moving into a direction where you feel something's missing in your life. So this is a little bit about there's more. There's a new journey for me. There's a new direction. There's something I need to go and search for. It is a little bit like feeling unfulfilled, but it's not in a negative way. There's more to my journey, okay? Or there's something out there that is missing a piece of my journey, another lesson, another cycle, another learning. But this person or you is wanting to explore that. So we call it going on this spiritual path. Now they need strength to move on. So it's like they're not feeling at the moment though the courage to move forward. They're not feeling they have all the information, and they're blocked, they're stuck, they're really trapped in their mind, in their decision making, in making a move. So this is about someone who is not sure what move to make. And they're being forced or pulled by the universe, so deep within themselves, to take a new journey, so to go and seek. So this is the message I'm getting from Spirit. It's like Spirit wants you to have the courage, you to seek your answers. It's like if you never change, move, or go, how do you have the experience? How do you know? It's like if you don't get on the ride, you don't really know what it feels like to be on the ride, okay? If you don't seek new adventures, you can't answer whether you like them or not, or want a change. It's like it's like when you go camping. It's all fun. Yes, let's go camping. Until you sleep on the ground and you know, all the things that come along. Like you might wake up and go, oh my God, that is amazing. That's what I love. And sometimes you're like, well, maybe I like glamping. So it's the same thing. I'm just using that as like an analogy so that you can actually understand what the message is. Spirit wants you to have the courage. They're not going to give you the answer. I can feel the energy there. Look, you can sit and meditate all day. You can go to 50,000 readers. You can ask all the questions. And this is a pattern that this person has done before. They have gone outside themselves to seek the answers. Spirit is saying, we need you to actually go on the journey, okay? We need you to go on this adventure. The information is along the way. It's along the path. It's along the journey. It's along the destiny. But this is a person who could seek that absolute, I need a guarantee, an assurance. I need to know if it's the right or wrong step. Now, none of that is in your own intuition, in your own body, in your own connection, getting your own answers, and there's no self-development in that. Okay. It's interesting, like when I give readings, I tell people all the time, yes, I can give you the validation, clarification, future prediction, but my job is actually to empower you within your own intuition as well. So these are, and it's funny, we do have a little bit of that energy out there in society. It's like, I want to know this question. Can you just pop out the correct answer? And they do expect that from readers. Now we can give them, we can guide them to the highest and best path, the highest and best answer, the signs, the synchronicities. We can validate, we can clarify, we can future predict those things so that they know where to go, like a guide. But everybody has free will. I can tell you, oh yes, guide you right, and this will be the highest and best in the future, or this or this or this. But you can walk out there and turn left. So that there's some confusion here. No reader, no psychic, no anybody, divination, no healer, no anything. We can give you the answers, right? We can give you the clarification. We can't say what you do with that, what you take from that, or what you learn from that. That's an individual thing. Things, it's your ability, how much you can take things in and on. And to some degree, Spirit does want you to work through things on your own soul and heart's journey. You're meant to be in times of the unknown. You're meant to be in times of adventure and not knowing an outcome. Like, there are times you're meant to go on those journeys. Other times we give you clarification, guidance. That's why a lot of readings I go, this goes over a year or two. A lot can happen in a year or two. Your learning, your growth, timing. Also, we've got, it's sort of like here in this situation, that it's a strange energy for me, because I feel this person, they're gathering, that it's like they want to pop in their issue and the robot spits out the exact correct answer. But that just doesn't work in the real human world. It could be the correct answer, but we don't know who A, B, C, D is going to respond or react, or where they're at, or what they're choosing or not choosing. So this person has to understand, or is being forced, or is building the courage to maybe go in a completely different direction, all right? Their own adventure, outside their comfort zone. Look, guys, that's the only way I can kind of explain it first thing in the morning. Yeah, putting the past behind them. There is a real fear here. There is a real block here. So this could be, it could be, it feels like a fear. It feels like a fear of the unknown, or, the Nine of Wands, King of Cups, emotionally balanced Tower, new beginning, overflowing love or abundance, or whether it is a job or a path or a purpose or a destiny or a person, it is time to bring in that courage. I mean, this is what the Aries season is all about. So a great example was, Spirit told me for 10 years to do a YouTube channel. No, I didn't like cameras. I'm not an extroverted person. I'm actually an introvert, and it actually took me 10 years to even pluck up the courage to have a camera, and I still am very uncomfortable with that. So, sometimes in life, Spirit action and people don't perceive that. So sometimes in life, spirit forces you. See, the Tower is a forced energy. It's like saying, if you want a new beginning, if you want love, if you want love, you might have to start dating. If you want a new beginning, you might have to step out and go on a whole new path yourself. If you want new friends, you might have to go out and actually make new friends. If you want, it's got that strong theme to it. All right. So let's Star card, blessing, So now the Devil card could be self-sabotage. It could be where you restrict yourself. It could be where you think, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough to start this. That person's out of my league. I have never left I'm born and bred and grew up and never had the same friends, family, groups, associations. I've never moved out of home, whatever it is, right? It could be that. If that's the case, that's group one. Group one, it could be you just ready to put the past behind you. Nothing you're doing is fulfilling the soul, and it's a Tower. You're in emotional balance, you're in a Tower, you're like, I've outgrown every person, place, situation. Nothing's feeding or fulfilling my soul. I'm going on a new path, alignment. I'm gonna tell everybody how I feel despite their reaction, okay? Or break away from these limiting beliefs, people, places, situations, or within myself, okay? Could be someone completely changing their beliefs, their faith, this is the Hierophant, it's a judge, it's a judgment, it's a final decision or universal direction, or they're committing to this. Like they're saying, this is what I'm doing, okay? That's group one. So if you're going through that or experiencing that. Now, if this was love, and I do have to bring love into it because we've got the King of Cups and we've got the Knight of Cups. He, she, they, all right? This person wants to go on a new journey. They could have turned this spiritual path or unknown path down, and that is because of, I want to know the exact answer. So they've probably been in some form of fear, stuck, block, procrastination, because there is no machine that can pop out the right answer, because life is a journey, all right? Even if they give you the right answer, A, B, C, D can change their mind along the way. It's called free will. So life is a journey of ever changing tides, and in that we grow. If you don't have change, you never grow. If I planted a seed and it never grew, what would happen? I would get no plant. If I had a plant and I never fed it and I never did anything to it, it won't grow, will it? It's the same thing, same energy, analogy, whatever. So their Tower is, though, this is love, this is new beginning, this is emotion, this is what will fulfill me, where my heart is, where I feel alive, where I feel energetic, where I feel, it's more than I wanted. It's more than I want. The feeling now, the Tower is, they have to pluck up the courage to put the past behind them and move on and move forward on their spiritual journey, this cup that's missing. Now, this Tower is now a force by the universe. So everything's coming down around them, whether this is being thrown out of the Tower. It's the universe, just nothing's working for them, or nothing's fulfilling them, or nothing feels right. Person, place, situation. And that evidence is all around them by the divine. Now, the Star card is alignment, wish fulfillment, blessing, manifestation. and they do want to bring a genuine offer or give love or be connected or now put their energy into something where they feel spiritually connected. Like it's heartfelt, it's soul felt. But this Devil card here and the Hierophant is they feel where they're going or who they're going to or what they're going to may see them as toxic. They could be scared of rejection, like a shadow issue, or it might be seen as toxic to the authority figures like parents or something. I don't know, a belief system. But what I'm getting here is, if this is love, let's just get a, what is this offer to the Devil, to the toxic? Knight of Cups. So their offers before the unalive card, the endings. Transformation though. So two messages here. This is a person, if it's love, if it's an offer, saying I've changed. I've grown, or I'm ready to change, or I've transformed, or I've had to put something to an end, like a toxic lifestyle, belief system, people, places, situations, endings, beginnings, okay? This is, I've ended something to have a new beginning. That was a final decision or a divine decision by the divine, or an actual legal decision. This is either an ending to bring a new beginning. I can't have that and that type of energy. I can't live this lifestyle and this lifestyle, or a transformation out of their own shadow, their own dark side. You know, we've all got it. We've all got our shadow. We've all got our issues. And it could be addictions, possession, of, you know, being possessive of like control, or being controlled by others, or who knows, like the list could go on. But this is someone, and I might just say here, the Devil with the DATH card, that shows me that even the divine or the universe or a judge or judgment, it's like when you're forced onto a new spiritual journey due to this. It could be like a complete dark night of the soul, like a death and rebirth, a change and rebirth. And this could be all your foundations, like everything you believed in, everything you thought you know, that could be an entire belief system. That could be, what I am getting though, for some, there is an apology coming, because this person was really doing some shady, devilish, dark, not so nice stuff to you. Could have been unaliving things in certain ways, or they really, I mean, with those two cards, the Devil and the DATH, that is someone who possibly treated you really badly. Like, anyway, you'll work that out. I was just trying to get another message. What fell out is the Empress and the Magician. So they're building up the strength to come toward, wow, 3 major arcanas. I just realized that. The Magician, the Empress, and the Strength card. So as we know, the Empress could be an actual Empress energy, but it could be ready to birth something new too. It could be moving towards more nurturing rather than this toxic energy. You know, Empress energy is building, growing. It is coming into your heart, your soul, your kindness, building, growing, birthing, nurturing, creating, creativity. It's all of that energy. But for many of you, they're either manifesting that or ready to step out and create something, or Chariot. Yes, see, they're not moving forward here. They're being forced. The Chariot's forced energy. Everything has been illuminated, and with the Sun card, and they have clarity, and they do feel ready for the path. And they are going to reach out. There is an offer here. It's like dipping my toe in the water, or saying, hey, hi, how are things? How's it going? Would you like a coffee or a wine, or, you know, whatever. It is a reach out. It is yeah, they have definitely put the past behind them, or the past has put them behind, or this is out in the cold. They could be bringing in this offer because this could be ghosting. Now I'm going to reach out. You know, I put you out in the cold, you know, whatever. But I feel they've put the past in the past. Okay, so we've got the Hanged Man. Okay, so the King of Cups is now emotionally balanced, and they will say, I saw this the wrong way. Upside down, or I was very narrow-minded, one-minded, you know, my way or the highway, which can be this Devil card here. The Tower is, you know, Nine of Pentacles, whether that's them or they're going to a Nine of Pentacles, someone who's independent, self-sufficient. So, and the Devil card is the opposite. That is codependent. So here's what I want to say. This person's transformation is going from dark to light. It's going from codependence to independence. It's going from, I did everything this way and now I'm going to do everything this way. It's going from, I believed in this, now I'm going to believe in that, and choosing spiritual journeys. And that's the sort of truth. They have, like, this King of Swords speaks truth, fact, backs it up. You know, there's a lot of emotion, like there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of, like, Aces, new beginnings, new starts, a new fresh love or passion or desire. But the King of Swords doesn't have that in him, he, she, they. It's more, I've made my decision. I've weighed up the pros and cons. I've done the checklist. I've done my spreadsheet. So they have made like a final decision within themselves, like a cutthroat final decision to do this. Or you have. You place a reference. The Star card, reevaluation, and we've got the Queen of Swords. So where they're heading, they're coming towards someone very guarded. So they're not coming with their heart on their sleeve, and they don't feel they can approach this. If this was a business deal, this is someone who wants to work with you or learn from you or build from you or do like a deal, okay? But there's like, you know, this Queen of Swords is like, well, I've already got a big, abundant thing I've built here. So that's really weird. No, and okay, no. Spirit said cancel that. This person's coming forward to offer a new beginning, a new love, a new whatever, a new start, abundance, whatever. And they're coming in direct, no heart on their sleeve. Facts, probably have to give the real truth. But they know this Queen of Swords is very, very guarded. And they know this Queen of Swords is going to ask for the facts and going to protect what they've got and themselves and what they've built. And they are the star. They are, only because they are in alignment. They are a blessing. They have created and built whatever. Now that could be a business, being Pentacles, but that could be a solid foundation within themselves. They might have healed. They might now be very guarded from this person or from past experiences. This is now a person who knows they're coming towards someone who doesn't have their heart open and on their sleeve now either. And I heard with them. But if it's a new person, they know this. And this Queen of Swords is a blessing and does create and does manifest and does bring everything they build into fruition. So they're very guarded as to why this person's coming forward. Now here's the offer, here's the apology or offer or genuine offer. So if they're bringing a genuine offer or apology, whether it's work, love, business, this, that, friendship, they have to back it up with fact. And this Queen of Swords will make them back it up with fact. It'll be show me the paperwork. We'll see what happens. So there is an issue of distrust here, or having to build trust, or even to get in or through or close to this Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very smart. She, he, they, and King of Swords, very smart people. You cannot just say something. Now, why are they coming towards you? This apology is the Four of Wands, security, stability, relationship, marriage, or building some form of foundation or business. High Priestess. They feel it's a higher path, calling, connection, or you are a High Priestess energy, he, she, they. Meaning they cannot come towards you. You see through all. You're highly intuitive. They know you're a higher path, purpose, commitment, journey, person in their life. Or if it was business, if you're coming in, you come in correct. Like you do things from a higher guidance, a higher, it's like when you are in your purpose and it's protected by the divine. The divine's not going to just let anyone in this door. You wouldn't just employ anyone in your business that you've built and created, would you? No. So they want to come in with a love offer or a genuine offer to build something, but they're now coming in, and this Queen of Swords knows, he, she, they, that they have built a lot and are the star, meaning when I say they are the star, they've put in a lot of work. They know that they create blessings in people's lives. And anything they do or say or manifest ripples out and grows in abundance, because that's what alignment is. And they're also Empress energy. So it is coming forward to something very serious. Now let's look at this Devil card and the DEATH card. The Lovers, choices. So again, could be lovers or a choice. And here's the message as I go to the Hierophant here, which is a judgment, or the higher up, or an actual judge or authority figure, or someone that has a lot of, can call out a lot. Yeah, see, incoming message. Here's the thing I want to say. I've got a couple of messages. Whether this is in the 3D or the 5D, who they're coming towards is in their purpose, in their mission. I mean, High Priestess, Empress energy, Star energy, Four of Wands, and built something here, whether it's with spirit or in the 3D, 5D, or whatever. This is serious. You don't move towards this willy-nilly. You don't come here and play games. This is like being up in serious world. Now that doesn't mean it's not fun and it's not exciting and it's not all the other things it's not like you have to give up this, everything and be this serious person. It's serious with spirit. It's don't come in here and knock this person off their divine or divinity or path or purpose. Or don't you come in here and knock their foundation or their home or their security or their stability or their business, because this has a higher purpose. You want to play, there's plenty out there you can go play. That's from the divine, the spirit world. So this person, devilish choices, choices, higher, lower paths. And why is this protected? The Hierophant incoming, because you're 10 of Pentacles. Like, this is legacy. Legacy means you on your journey, or this person on their journey. So the person needs to know this, or everyone involved. Maybe the Queen of Swords needs to know this. Maybe the Queen of Swords, Spirit's saying, guard up, protect your stuff. Devil, DEATH, options, choices, lovers. This could be a Queen of Swords that does not trust anybody and does not let anybody through the gates, and nor should they. Whether that's spiritually, within themselves, they could have completely healed. No, we're always healing. You're never completely healed. But they may have got themselves to a point where they're like, I'm not letting any toxicity into my life, and I'm not letting anyone in who's not serious about me or what I'm doing, or the journey, or the path, or love, or whatever. You know, you don't want to have a 3 month or a few years with someone. You want long term, because you've got a lot to protect, and you've got a purpose and a journey, and you've probably built that and healed that and done all the work. It's like, you don't just let anyone in when you've built something for years and years and years and years, do you? No. And this person, or flip side, this person, if they're coming towards this, they cannot be in this devilish energy. This person that they're coming towards definitely has high ranking. Definitely has high ranking. This is a person that can call judgment and karma on people. They're highly ranked. Don't come in and play with this person, whether it's 3D or 5D. It's like this. I'll give you some examples, just as analogy of it's like, let's pretend you were out and about, crazy drunk or whatever, you know, and you abuse someone, and they happen to be a judge or a lawyer or a police officer, or, you know, I don't know, like, I'm just using this as an example. Let's pretend someone of authority pulls someone over, and they're rude and they abusive and whatever, and the person in the passenger car is actually a judge or a lawyer or something like that. It's got that feeling. I'm just using that as an example of the energy. Let's say you walk in and you're going to play games and be devilish and have choices and options and be a player and all these sort of things, with a High Priestess, Empress, Star card already built, judgment and protection of their 10 of Pentacles. This is someone saying, I'm coming in, I'm choosing not to be toxic, not to be this anymore, or not have third parties, and they want to build a legacy in a lifetime with you, and commit and make a higher commitment, and be serious and grown up and follow my higher path, calling, divinity, order by the divine. This is, if you see that, there's two people down the bottom being told what to do by this judge or by the divine. And it is a serious high commitment. It could be someone wanting to build a lifetime, a legacy, a company, an empire, a business, okay? But can I tell you this? No toxicity can, devil or DATH or the lovers, no willy-nilly, no wishy-washy, no toxicity can come into a Hierophant 10 of Pentacles situation. You can't. Not with the High Priestess, 4 of Wands, Star card, Queen of Swords. It's like coming in thinking you can tell little white lies, tell half stories, tell half truths, manipulate through emotion, love bomb, lead someone on, finesse someone. Let's pretend you think you can come in here and do that. You can't. If you come in here and think you're so intellectual and have all the answers for everything, well, this person's so intuitive, they will see straight through it. Queen of Swords, High Priestess sees straight through you. They can smell it in your aura. They don't even need to lift their head. They hear from your tone, your voice, your energy, and your frequency. This is a high priestess that is set firm in their foundation. And they don't even have to lift their head, or even on a phone call or to a complete, they can read that person's energy, their intention behind it. This is a person who has dealt with this. I'm hoping in the worst case scenario, if this did apply, this is definitely someone legally going to a judge for their devilish ways. And they won't be happy. Fate, King of Wands, path. So I'm not getting that though. I think this person wants to come forward, whether it's their life, in a nutshell, the entirety of a releasing burden, moving on, moving forward. Now that could be people, places and situations. It could be their soul. It could be their heart. It could be their soul's growth. They're releasing a burden where they're stuck, where they're blocking themselves, they're moving forward. Any imbalance or anywhere they're giving that is not reciprocated or uneven, or rejection, or where they haven't used their intuition about where they were giving, that created imbalance. And the Ten of Wands, we have the fated wheel of change. The King of Wands, he, she, they are in their power, gathering their strength here, okay? To take the path, the new beginning, the only path they feel now that the fate has brought them. There's only one cup here. There's only one more path. There's only one direction here as well, fated by the divine. To their Ten of Cups happiness, Queen of Cups. He, she, they. They are firm and set on that. There we have the Ace of Swords again. Here we have the Ace of Cups, final decision. Victory, they're planning it and coming in. So new or old, it doesn't matter. Heartbreak, judgment of a Two of Cups, and they want a reset. Now that could be a person, that could be a higher path, that could be a higher purpose, journey, destiny, leaving everything I know behind and taking a new spiritual contract. Whatever this is, but Spirit says this is serious. Don't come in. Spirit says with higher purpose, destiny, whether you're single or partnering up, Spirit says don't come in here half-assed. Get on or get off. You can't get on the train and hang off and jump on and jump off and jump. Spirit destinies, that shows Spirit that you want to go off and do more karmic learning. So you either get on the train and sail to the destiny and stay on the straight and narrow track of the direction, or if you are going to jump on and off the train and get off and on at stops, that's you telling the divine, no, you setting with the divine now that you want more karmic lessons, journey and growth. And when you get off the train, you'll have to go that way for quite some time. I don't know the time, every time, it could be a month, week, years, I don't know. And then you can get back on. So you're either getting on the, what do they call that? I think, well, here we call it the XPT. You get on and it might have 3 major stops and that's it, I think. I'm not really sure. It's like the direct one that doesn't stop. It might stop here, here, and here. That's it. You're either signing that with the divine, or you're like, no, I'm taking the scenic route and the train will stop at every station. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Sacrifice, and there we have it. This is making sacrifices that you don't want to make. Yeah, that is so true, isn't it? Betrayal, and betrayal can be betraying oneself by holding oneself back. And what have we got here? Contentment. So what's content? So the challenge is going through the labyrinth of the heart. See that? It's in a heart shape. Determination, which is the courage, the strength, choices, magic, and transition. You see, the thing with magic and the magician and things like that, it's like everybody in life, myself included, would like to go from A to B to C and know the exact formula and the exact outcome and the exact right choice, and just jump from stepping stone to stepping stone without any rocky stones. That's not life. That's not how it works. That's not growth, and it's not change, and it's not, if you want, it's like this person wanted all things to flow, change, and grow without any uncertainty, without any, like, it's just how do you learn? It's like they want the journey without the discomfort, without the fear, without the this, without the challenge, without the unknown, without the, there's something in that perspective or that has been in this person. And it could come from, I'm hearing Spirit say, go into deep childhood wounds. You know, did you have a parent that created doubt, fear? Are you disconnected from your, that you need to clear? Like self-esteem, self-confidence, negative Nellies. Are you not in alignment and cannot trust your intuition? Do you always seek outside approval? You know, we can go into many, many wounds. So sit with yourself and actually meditate, or just ask Spirit to show you in the highest and best, safest way, to reveal to you in the highest and best, safest way what it is that gave this person this. So it could be that this person has not moved outside the known circle, the known way, the known family belief system. It's like, what example could I use? It's like someone that's never traveled, a family that's never traveled. It's like people that, that's only the energy of that. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people don't like travel. They don't need to travel. They're completely happy and content. Homebody, I'm a homebody. Complete homebody. But it could be like, what would be some examples? Born and bred in, never left the area. Never had to go out and work outside a family empire. They were brought up through a family business. They've always been secure in that. The family has sold the empire, and now they have to go and sit in interviews. I think you get my drift, because this is the problem. This person's conflict is the unknown. So this could be a person where someone's always fixed things for them, always been there. They've always had backup. They don't like being alone. They don't like taking risks. They may have had an unstable upbringing, childhood, I don't know. They may not trust themselves, or whatever it is. I go in and do this healing, and it will help, because that's what had or was or is entrapping you in that shadow devil side. This is what all this eclipse energy is. It's showing you something. A lot of healings are happening now. A lot of people are coming for healings because they've been awakened to something, or they will. And now they've got that energy from the Aries, the Mars energy, the Aries energy, the new push for it, that's courage and energy, and to face your fears and maybe challenge the belief system or the status quo, right? Within self and others or life, or wanting more. It could be the fact that the family or people are going, why aren't you happy just here? And you're like, well, I need more. It could be that. And you have to pluck up this courage and do it by yourself, make an independent decision, which always has consequences. So we can have a fear and an anxiety around letting go of our security and our stability. But we all know, if you don't know, go, and you don't know, you never grow, right? If you don't experience, you'll never get that answer for yourself, because I could say that was great, and I could tell someone, go there, that was great, that was the best experience, or stay, or this, or that I had. The next person goes, that was terrible. So this person has to understand, if you don't experience your own self, your own experience, it's like you can eat one thing and go, oh, that was delicious. And the next person's like, oh, why would you ever order that? That's what this person or you or whoever, and I'm just using that as an energy or an analogy, you place it where it fits. This is about healing, transforming, an epiphany. Oh my God, I don't eat XYZ. And I've been asking people what I should eat, and they say eat XYZ. So sit with that. That is the challenge now, or it will be challenging you as part of these awakenings that we're having. Life is full of awakenings. They never stop. We just rest and ferment for a while, so to speak, and then there will always be a growth in the soul. And some people don't need that in their life, and some people do, and maybe that's the understanding that's needed here. All right, take care. Have a great day. Bye.